José Mourinho's Inter, the champions who refused to play your game. This wasn't a team that tried to impress you. This was a team that tried to suffocate you. Under José Mourinho, Inter didn't care about possession statistics, beautiful combinations, or artistic football. They cared about control, and control in Mourinho's world meant eliminating chaos completely. So Inter became a defensive machine. Two compact lines, relentless discipline, every player sacrificing themselves for the system. Attacking football wasn't the priority, survival was. And the perfect example came in the Champions League semi-final against Barcelona in 2010. Inter went down to 10 men early. Barcelona had the ball for what felt like the entire match. Pass after pass after pass, probing for a weakness that never appeared. Inter didn't chase the game, they absorbed it. It looked ugly, cynical, almost anti-football. But when the final whistle blew, Barcelona were out and Inter were heading to the final. And suddenly, the most beautiful team in the world had been eliminated by a team that refused to play beautifully at all. Inter didn't entertain football, they broke it, and the hate only grew from there. Chelsea 2004 to 2006, the champions who bought the future. Sometimes hatred isn't about tactics, sometimes it's about money. When Roman Abramovich bought Chelsea in 2003, the club didn't slowly build a project, they detonated one. Suddenly Stamford Bridge was filled with world-class players arriving almost overnight. Didier Drogba, Arjen Robben, Claude Makelele, Petr Cech. And then came José Mourinho. Chelsea didn't just start winning, they started dominating. In the 2004-2005 season, they conceded only 15 league goals. 15. Across an entire Premier League campaign, the defense was brutal, the midfield was relentless, the counterattacks were ruthless. And while Chelsea fans celebrated the birth of a new empire, the rest of England saw something else. A club that had jumped the queue. A team powered by unlimited money, defensive football, and a manager who seemed to enjoy irritating absolutely everyone. Chelsea won the league, and the league hated them for it, but the trophies didn't care. Real Madrid 2016 to 2018, the champions who wouldn't stop winning. Sometimes hatred comes from boredom, because when the same team wins again, and again, and again, eventually the entire sport starts praying for someone else. Real Madrid under Zinedine Zidane became that problem. In 3 consecutive seasons, they did something that was supposed to be impossible in modern football. They won the Champions League. 3 times in a row. The team wasn't just talented, it was absurdly stacked. Cristiano Ronaldo scoring in every knockout round. Luka Modric controlling matches like a conductor. Sergio Ramos scoring impossible late goals. And then there was the depth. While other clubs struggled with injuries or fatigue, Real Madrid rotated world-class players like they were spare parts. Some fans admired it. Others saw something infuriating. Late goals, questionable refereeing decisions, moments of chaos that always seemed to fall Madrid's way. It started to feel inevitable, and inevitability is the fastest way to turn admiration into resentment. Because when a team keeps winning the biggest trophy in football year after year, everyone else gets tired of applauding. Manchester United 1999, the champions who stole the ending. Most champions win matches. Manchester United stole entire storylines. The 1999 Champions League final looked finished. Bayern Munich were winning. The clock was almost gone. The trophy was seconds away from heading to Germany. Then football did something ridiculous. In stoppage time, United scored. And then they scored again. 2 goals in barely 2 minutes. The impossible collapse. Bayern players dropping to the ground in disbelief while United celebrated the most dramatic comeback in football history. For United fans, it was the greatest moment imaginable. For everyone else, it was infuriating. Because Manchester United were already everywhere. They dominated the Premier League. They had the biggest global fan base. Their players were global superstars. And now they had stolen the most dramatic Champions League final ever. Not everyone hated the team, but plenty of people were tired of seeing them win. And this ending didn't help. France 2018, the champions who were too efficient. International tournaments usually crown romantic champions. France 2018 didn't bother with romance. They were young, ridiculously talented, and brutally efficient. Kylian Mbappe exploding through defenses. Antoine Griezmann controlling the attack. N'Golo Kanté covering half the pitch alone. But France didn't play like a team chasing beauty. They played like a team chasing victory. Didier Deschamps built a system that prioritized structure over spectacle. France often sat deeper than people expected, absorbed pressure, and then destroyed opponents on the counterattack. It wasn't always pretty, but it was terrifyingly effective. Some fans admired the discipline, others felt disappointed. A team this talented could have played dazzling attacking football. Instead, they played pragmatic tournament football. France lifted the World Cup, and the debate started immediately. Were they brilliant or boring? Juventus 2011 to 2020, the champions nobody else could catch. For almost a decade, Italian football had the same ending. Juventus won the league, then they won it again, and again, and again. 9 consecutive Serie A titles turned Juventus into a domestic dynasty, unlike anything Italy had seen before. Antonio Conte built the foundation, Massimiliano Allegri perfected the machine. The team was organized, ruthless, and emotionally cold in big moments. Gianluigi Buffon leading from the back, Andrea Pirlo controlling tempo. Later, Cristiano Ronaldo arriving to add even more firepower. For Juventus fans, it was an era of dominance. For the rest of Italy, it was suffocating, because every season started to feel predictable. No matter how hard rivals pushed, Roma, Napoli, Inter, the ending was the same. Juventus lifted the trophy. Dominance creates legends, but it also creates fatigue, and eventually the entire league was desperate for the dynasty to end. Spain 2010, the champions who passed you to death. Spain's 2010 World Cup victory was historic, but it was also controversial, because the style that conquered the world wasn't explosive attacking football, it was control. Spain's tiki-taka system revolved around endless passing, patient movement, and suffocating possession. Xavi and Andres Iniesta orchestrated the rhythm while opponents chased shadows. Matches often looked like one long Spanish possession. Some fans called it genius, others called it hypnotic boredom. Spain scored only 8 goals across the entire tournament. Several matches ended 1-0. The semifinal and final were tactical chess matches more than spectacles, but Spain controlled every game. Opponents barely touched the ball, and eventually Andres Iniesta scored the goal that won the World Cup. Spain had conquered football with patience, intelligence, and relentless control. Yet for some viewers, watching them felt like slowly falling asleep, a champion that dominated the sport, and somehow still divided it. Manchester City 2023, the champions of the algorithm. Modern football's most dominant machine might also be its most controversial. Manchester City under Pep Guardiola didn't just win matches, they solved football like a mathematical problem. In 2023, they completed the treble, Premier League, FA Cup, and Champions League, a season of relentless control, positional rotations, and tactical patterns that looked almost engineered. Players drifted into spaces that didn't exist a decade earlier. Fullbacks became midfielders. Center backs stepped into attack. The team moved like a synchronized algorithm. Kevin De Bruyne created chances from impossible angles. Erling Haaland scored goals at an almost industrial rate. The football was brilliant, but the debate around the club never stopped. Financial accusations, endless spending, a squad depth most clubs could only dream of. Some fans admired the tactical revolution, others saw something artificial. And when City finally lifted the Champions League trophy in Istanbul, the arguments only got louder. Because dominance in modern football rarely comes without controversy, and this team had plenty of both. Greece 2004, the champions nobody asked for. Some champions are hated because they dominate. Others are hated because they ruin the party. Greece at Euro 2004 were supposed to be eliminated early. They weren't a traditional power. They didn't have superstars. Their squad was built on discipline, defending, and stubborn belief. Under Otto Rehhagel, Greece became the ultimate underdog machine. But the way they won frustrated almost everyone. Deep defending, tactical fouls, set-piece goals, narrow 1-0 victories. They eliminated France. Then they eliminated the Czech Republic. Then they defeated Portugal in the final. Every match followed the same script. Greece defended, opponents attacked, and somehow Greece kept winning. For Greek fans, it was a miracle. For neutral viewers, it felt like a tactical ambush that hijacked the entire tournament. But football doesn't reward aesthetics, it rewards results. And Greece had the ultimate one. Football history loves its champions, but it doesn't always love the way they win. Some teams inspire admiration, others inspire frustration. But the truth is simple. The teams people hate the most are usually the ones who force football to adapt. Because in this sport, dominance rarely looks fair, and the champions who break expectations don't just win trophies, they leave the rest of the world arguing about them for years.